Takže vítám vás dneska u dnešního preview nové sezóny do Torchlightu. Jedná se o live reakci, jaké novinky tam budou. Takový sneak peek, co nás čeká v tom Torchlightu. Tak v podstatě jedná se o novou Outlaw mechaniku. Rosa je nová postava, pak tam bude zveřejněný nový craftící systém, který se jmenuje Tower Sequence Crafting System, Balance Changes, zásadní změna u Karino, pak Mate Motto, asi se bude jednat o skin a nějaký permanentní event, událost, kterou, ježiš, Legendary Battle Packs, nějaký event, takže vidíme.
Our core focus this season is on satisfying action-packed gameplay, supercharging seasonal progression, and introduces some game-changing new systems for build crafting.
Mají toho tam celkem dost.
Seasonal updates you know and love, we put extra effort into in-game events, including a new permanent in-game event which allows you to earn a legendary battle pack spirit every season. But more on that later.
Every season, jo, ty kokos. Rosa! Trochu zesílem. Protože to mají celkem potichu. Já tam naplňuji, že jsem to za potichu. Možná, jestli se podívám, tady to jsme viděli, že jo, tady ten trailer, to oni oznamovali, jestli to možná dám na YouTube, jestli bude lepší to. Každopádně ta Outlaw mechanika, co jsme v tom traileru nebo teaseru viděli, tak v podstatě to takový heist podobnému bolečku. Takže možná něco podobného uvidíme. Ukaž.
The Sandlord season introduces our first semi-AFK game mode. For the upcoming Outlaw season, we're shifting gears to a fast-paced, high-stakes in-map mechanic. Our core focus this season is on satisfying action-packed gameplay, supercharging seasonal progression, and introduces some game-changing new systems for build crafting. And besides the classic seasonal updates you know and love, we put extra effort into in-game events, including a new permanent in-game event which allows you to earn a legendary battle pack spirit every season. But more on that later. Now, without further ado, let's jump right in.
Takhle to má být ideální. Možná ještě trochu slumit. Tak. Každopádně, jak jsem říkal, bude tam nějaký, on to říkal Andrej teďka, event, ligovej, který bude obsahovat legendární battle pety. Jo, battle pety, pejtovým prvek, pokud oni tam budou to dávkovat nějakým rozumným měřítku, proč ne, že jo? Ta hra teoreticky se může stát poměrně oblíbenou, pokud tam zminimalizujou ten pejtový prvek. Takže nová sezóna Outlaw.
This season, as you blast your way through the Netherrealm, you'll encounter tower transport vehicles. This is the heart of the Outlaw mechanic. When you engage them, the carjack begins. Escort bodyguards will try to evacuate with valuable tower supply caches. Your job is to hunt them down. When you defeat a bodyguard, their cache calls in waves of reinforcements. This creates a core choice. 1. Chase the bodyguards. Defeating them drops the supply caches. 2. Fight the reinforcements. Defeating them grants immediate rewards and currency. If you're strong enough to wipe out all reinforcements guarding a cache, you can crack it open for a payload of tower coins, the main seasonal currency, and special items for progression. If your build isn't quite there yet, you'll need to strategize. Keep chasing the primary targets or focus on clearing the reinforcements on screen before time runs out.
Okay.
You'll hit a special transport.
Tam bude mega lootu, tyho. To bude epický.
Tower accelerators for a massive speed boost or even trigger a chain
multiplication loot filter,
potentially tripling or quadrupling your rewards from that encounter. Attacking tower transports will increase your crime rating. The higher your rating, the more notorious you become, unlocking access to black market bounties. These are optional objectives that add extra challenges to your runs, like killing a certain number of elites within the time limit. Completing them grants bonus rewards. Higher crime ratings unlock higher quality bounties, including rare astronomical orders that can deliver a massive jackpot. Be warned though, the highest tier bounties require you to pay a deposit of tower coins to accept. But if you succeed, you get your deposit back with significant interest. It's a classic risk versus reward system for those who want to push their builds. Once you've stockpiled enough tower coins from your runs, you can finance a high stakes heist on the central vault. This is the boss run of the season. Inside, it's a race against time. Your goal is to crack open as many strong rooms as possible. But be warned, every vault you bust open raises the alert level, making the next one even tougher.
To je prostě takový ten heist tady to.
You'll draw out the vault's chief security officer, take him down to unlock the ultimate strong room and escape with a massive payout. We've designed this as a high investment, high reward endgame mechanic, and it will not interrupt your gameplay loop. They're designed as occasional high reward events to enrich your experience.
A tohle bude dobrý. Jo, high risk, nějak to jakože optimalizovat. Je to v mapě. To je v podstatě to, co vždycky. A rewarding to bude vždycky, že jo? Tak, ukaž. Jo, to může něco rerollovat. OK. Další možnost craftingu, dokonce i legendární věci.
Gambling on currency. You can bet a token on a stack of fluorescent memory. You might multiply that stack several times over for a huge profit.
Oh my gosh. Tak tohle je crazy, ty vole. Ty budeš gamblit kadenci, která tě padla, že můžeš mít více momín, anebo to. Tohle otvírá tolik možností.
It's a massive power boost if you hit, but if you fail, you're left with nothing. Next up, gambling on gear. Hot Streak also lets you take huge risks with your equipment, and this works on cleansing corrupted items. Let's say you have an eternity with a failed corrosion. You can use a token to try and cleanse it. If you succeed, you have a god tier item. But if you fail, the entire item could be destroyed forever. Rerolling priceless gear. You can also use tokens on high-end priceless gear to reroll their base affixes. But be warned, a bad roll could leave the item with fewer base affixes than you started with.
Tohle otvírá tolik možností, koupíš prostě shit priceless systém a můžeš to rerollnout a trefit tam něco sick. Ty vole, to je hodně dobrý.
If the final combination of colors matches a target sequence, your item gains that sequence's power. Each weapon or shield can have one sequence, but you can re-roll it until you get the one you want. These provide not only rich stats, but also build-defining mechanics, some of which replicate effects from iconic legendary gear. Let's take a quick look at a few examples. Eternal Moment, a baby version of the Eternity Belt. With this sequence, you have a chance to gain temporary, low-level eternal affixes when defeating enemies. And yes, these can stack with a real eternity, opening up some wild gearing possibilities. Absolute order. This weapon sequence fixes your order value at a perfect 100 and provides an additional effect that increases your order value. This could be a game changer for builds struggling to maintain order, potentially bringing new god builds back into the spotlight. Corona, a Spirit Magnus focus sequence that lets you play Spirit Magus skills in your active skill slots. It creates a powerful synergy.
Tohle je zase další power creep, ty vole, kde budeš hledat ty kombinace a...
Foundation, a shield exclusive sequence that tackles mana reservation head-on. It automatically supports all passive skills with a level 30 precise restraint support. And the first skill also gets a level 30 precise seal flow conversion. This is a massive quality of life for builds struggling with sealed mana. With nearly 200 sequences to discover, this system adds a tremendous new layer to both early game gearing.
Tohle je zase další level min-maxingu, no. Minulou ligu byly opasky, že jo? Protože tam přidávají něco, co tam nějaký power up.
There's a chance for gear with built-in sequences to drop directly, saving you the R&D costs.
New content. Tak, nová postava, odhoza 2. Jsem koukat. Torchlight, ty voho, tady jako prvotní ukázka té mechaniky, ta bude zasraně OP, to vždycky bývá. A ty karence, tam se bude printit karence, ty voho. Jo, to bude... To zavání to dobrou mechanikou. A pet bude mandatory, že jo?
The world is steeped in filth. Only the purest blade can cut through it like mercury.
Počkáš, to musím možná ještě. Já se to budu muset zapnout to. Tak, okay. Rosa, the Answered Blade. Tyhle, to je pár, že? Mana, takže to je mana based.
Which expands a realm of mercury that follows you. Here's the payoff. The realm records the damage you deal to the highest rarity enemy within it. It then inflicts a portion of that recorded damage as AoE to all other enemies in the realm. Think about it. This allows you to run a skill with massive single target damage like Focus Slash and automatically gain incredible AoE clearing power. Perfectly marries single target boss killing with fast, efficient mapping. This trait also comes with a unique mana cost and restoration cycle, offering a refreshing new way to build a mana stacking character.
Postava.
The entire imbue skill system has been
OP.
As focus skills. Focus skills gain charges when specific trigger conditions are met. Once fully charged, they unleash an extremely powerful effect. This creates a new build archetype centered around maximizing charge speed to unleash devastating attacks more frequently. Let's take a look at some examples. Focus gains points on hit, delivering a powerful strike at full charge. An exclusive support can turn this into a
něco takového jsem zatím nehrál, nějaký takový ty.
Gains points when damaging frostbitten enemies. At full charge, it creates a mobile ice storm that follows you, dealing damage and reaping damage over time from enemies. Thunder Focus gains points while lightning at full charge. Supports can make it strike additional times or apply stacks of numbed. And the big one, Flame Focus. It gains points on ignite and creates explosions when you defeat enemies.
To ti clearuje celý screen, ty vole.
This is a wild new mechanic. It allows your damage over time to benefit from critical strike damage bonuses. Now, the quick introduction above cover 5 different trigger methods for focus skills.
Takže focus skill je něco, co tam prostě joineš a bude to clearovat všechno. Takže to byl pro tebe. Tam jsou všechny takový buildy, ty vole. Tam prostě zapneš spell a proletíš mapu. A nemáš nic, že? To je právě proto, co mě to baví, že jo? Prostě je to chill, užívám si to a je to odlišný od plečka, i když to nezdá. Elementum resistance equal minimum effect elemental resistance. Doriany. Tak to je dobrý. Quantum minion skill, synthetic troop.
Minions consume life to use skills, gaining a massive damage boost based on the life consumed. This creates a new playstyle of balancing minions life sustain for maximum damage. Next up, the solid
Additional hit, spell burst a additional max spell burst.
Of reduced charge speed, enabling massive delayed bursts. The Mortal's Reverie
For focus.
Designed for the new focus system, consuming focus
points allows you to se bude hrát evidentně s těma fokusama. To je pár strong. Kdy tam máš šanci na trigger a ještě additional trigger a nějaký speed triggering kole. To vždycky takový věci se budou hrát. Improve build diversity. Talent system.
You know, it kind of seemed like every build where you were going for a hammer swinging berserker or a summoner, it kind of ended up following the same path into, you know, the same warlock. So, we're blowing that wide open. First, the 6-god talent system is expanding. Instead of selecting just 2 branch talent trees, you will now be able to select 3 for a total of 4 talent trees.
What?
You'll be able to choose 2 core talents from your first panel.
Tam přidali další jakože talent.
Total number of core talents your character can have to 5. Also, more importantly, we're completely removing the distinction between primary and secondary core talents. This overhauls the pedigree of God's mechanic, and now it will grant you 1 to 2 random, non-repeating core talents. Our goal with this was basically to give you true freedom in your talent selections, and we can't wait to see the clever and powerful new builds you're gonna cook up this season. Look at a few powerful new build archetypes. First up is a new system for elemental builds. The core idea is to acquire flat elemental damage from multiple sources, but the real power comes from how you balance it. The keystone is a new legendary, Trinity. With this equipped, your elemental attacks always deal 5 times their normal damage. Here's the twist. The damage type of that 5 times hit is randomly chosen between fire, cold, and lightning. The more flat damage you stack of a single element, the less likely it is to be chosen for the big hit. To truly optimize this, you'll need to strike a perfect balance between all 3 elements. Next, some big news for minion-based builds. Introducing a new playstyle, focus on balancing the life consumption and restoration of your synthetic troop minions for huge damage gains. While it might sound like other self-damage builds,
jo, troop minion buildy jsem ještě neviděl se nikoho hrát. Za tu dobu se to hraju.
The core item is a pair of legendary gloves, Quantum Convergence. These cause your minions to expand life when they use a skill, but their damage...
Když vidíš tady ten gameplay oproti tomu, co tam showcaseoval, tak si řekneš, že ty voho, co to je za bullshit.
To keep them in that high damage state without letting them die. And finally, the Berry Explosion mechanic, enabled by the Necklace of the Quench Phoenix, is officially making a comeback. It's returning with 2 massive upgrades. First, its damage now scales directly with your total barrier amount. Second, and this is huge for build crafters, Berry Explosion skills can now trigger Spell Burst. By stacking life, energy shield and barrier absorption, you can create an absolute juggernaut of a build that excels in both offense and defense. These are just some of the possible combinations this season, and we expect them to shake up the meta.
To jako meta bude hodně shapnutá, když tam změnili ty talenty. Ukaž Karina.
Has felt clunky and has been underperforming for a few seasons. We heard your feedback and we've given it a complete overhaul. The old version was hindered by complex mechanics and a slow ramp-up time. Our goal with this rework was to cut the complexity and boost the payoff. Here's what's new. First, we've completely removed the distinction between mobile and annihilator modes and have streamlined the old mechanics of heat up, scorch, and reload. The burning red state is now easier to enter and much more powerful. If you take the extreme heat passive, you can now skip the scorch state entirely and jump straight into burning red. While in burning red, you'll gain a substantial heat up effect to massively amplify your damage. And to keep your momentum going, killing elite enemies will now extend the duration of burning red, making for a much smoother and more satisfying mapping experience. We've cut the downtime and massively boosted Carino's firepower. Doubling down on this season's theme of flexibility and build freedom, we're also making some changes to certain affixes. First, powerful affixes are being freed from their usual gear slots. For example, the coveted Convert Received Erosion Damage into Elemental Damage affix will no longer be exclusive to boots. We're also making it easier to acquire key stats like mana and persistent damage reduction.
Jo, nějaký, takže to otvírá nějaký zajímavý změny u toho dalších slotů.
Deep space anomaly resistance will be more accessible. You can now find these crucial survival stats as ultimate affixes on armor and as fixed affixes on hero memories. We heard your feedback about last season's changes to the Netherrealm, and this season we are making gearing up for survival in high difficulty content a lot more straightforward.
Tak to jsem zvědavej teda.
The Netherrealm Atlas, aka the Void Chart. First, we're making some changes to the Profound Talent constellation. We've added powerful new Prime Star talents, and one in particular is a massive game changer for endgame builds. You know, all those small prerequisite nodes you have to click just to connect the different gameplay constellations on the board. We're adding a new Prime Star talent that lets you bypass that altogether. With this active, you can invest in any gameplay constellation you want without needing to spend a single point on the travel nodes to path over to it. Of course, activating it will come at a cost. This will free up a huge number of talent points, giving you significantly more power and flexibility to customize your farming strategies in the Netherrealm. We've seen your feedback on bossing strategies and we're making some big improvements. We're adding new talents to the Void Chart that will allow you to spawn multiple high difficulty bosses on a single map for greatly increased rewards. Combine these new talents with a new boss compass and you can seriously amplify your returns if you're geared up for the challenge. We're also making two key changes to endgame rewards. First, secret realms will now spawn less frequently, but their rewards have been buffed to make each discovery more valuable. Second, for those deep space blasters, we are increasing the drop rate of the Sprout of Legends by an additional 200% in that count. Finally, here are a few huge gameplay optimizations to smooth out the grind based directly on your feedback. For cube runners, flame sand.
Ty vole, cubeka je zrychlená, vole. Oh my gosh.
Next up, dying in a subzone or submap will no longer punish your main map run. Entering areas like the Nightmare or the Terror's Fateful Contest will no longer consume revival attempts from the Netherrealm stage.
Tak dobrý.
The Clockwork mechanic, the legendary boss Silverwing Dances will no longer replace one of your Clockwork Ballet games. Instead, she will now appear as an additional surprise encounter with her own exclusive pool of legendary gear drops. Next up, Sandlord's seasonal mechanic is being added to the core gameplay loop, and we've made huge improvements to the Cloud Oasis to ensure it integrates smoothly. We've massively accelerated the pace of Oasis construction so you can enjoy the passive benefits of the mechanic without it interrupting your main mapping loop. Here are the specific changes. Upgrade costs for all Oasis buildings have been reduced.
No, tak to je
The efficiency of acquiring new laborers has been greatly increased. Wages for lower level laborers have been substantially decreased. Resource costs for trade orders on all floating islands, with the exception of Sand Island, have been lowered. And if you want to push the system even further, the Sandlord mechanic now has its own dedicated Netherrealm talent constellation and its own.
To jsem teda zvědavý, jak to bude fungovat s kompasama strategií.
And improve your coin gathering efficiency, turning the Oasis into a true gold printing machine. Next up,
Jo, gold printing machine, to znám počká. Nový večer.
Griffin is finally retiring. Taking his place as a new guardian of the Steel Forge is a formidable new opponent, Bladebreaker General Redscale. He's transformed the imaginary monuments arena into a sea of crimson blood. His combat style is relentless. He not only commands countless blood swords, but can also direct them to strike at you from multiple angles. Now, for our most dedicated endgame players,
Supreme Showdown.
New boss rotation in the Supreme Showdown. Your new challenge on floor 20 will be the ultimate version of your new Watcher, Supreme Bladebreaker General Radscale. In this form, his mastery of the blood sword is perfected. He will use them to create pools of blood across the arena, severely restricting your movement and making the fight incredibly dangerous. For the final honor duel on floor 21, the Supreme Sons of Rising Tide will return to test your skills once more. This season also sees the return of a classic showdown mechanic, energon bombs. And just a friendly reminder from us, while the damage boost from the bombs is huge, you do have to remember to throw them at the boss before they explode on you. As always,
quality of life
of quality of life changes. Let's very quickly go over all of them. First, we're optimizing the recycle system. You can now recycle miscellaneous items directly from your inventory, not just gear. We've also added a preview screen so you know exactly what you'll get back.
Takhle. Ještě ukážeš, co dostaneš, OK, to je hezký.
Sorting your bag will be easier than ever. To save you time running around town, we've also integrated several shops directly into the trader's interface. No more mapping expeditions, just
tak je to.
Next up, a huge one. Loot filters are getting a massive upgrade. You can now customize sound effects for your own drop alerts by uploading your
own sound effects.
That's right.
Oh my gosh.
Anthem to play every time an eternity drops, you can make that happen. Better yet, if you become a popular filter creator, you'll eventually unlock the ability to share your custom sound pack with everyone who downloads your filter. And yeah, I'm absolutely sure nothing is gonna go wrong with this. I can't wait. We're also streamlining the update process. If a creator updates a filter you're using, you'll now get a simple notification in-game. Just click confirm to download and apply the latest
version. Prostě, když tam mít soundy, tak si ho stáhne, ty vole. Představ si něco takového v poječku, to je nemožný.
Now a major one, the price check button is now supported in all item UIs, so you can check an item's value from
konečně, ty vole, to je ideální.
We've also overhauled our server backend for more accurate and consistent pricing, reducing the strange price variations you might have seen between checks. This should ensure pricing data is more accurate and timely, reducing lag between displayed prices and the actual current market prices. To help players transition to mid-game, the upper limit for exchanging flame sand for flame alloy will be doubled from 500 to 1000. And then for our big hitters, we're again adjusting the damage cap mechanism. It's now calculated more frequently, every 6 frames, and the total upper limit has been doubled from 1.5 billion to 3 billion per hit. This gives those slow, heavy hitting builds more room to shine. Next up, to reduce downtime when you cause a massive loot explosion upon completing certain mechanics, we've increased the number of items that can drop per frame, from 3 to 10. We're constantly working on optimizing game performance. This season we've reduced the performance overhead when mobs die, allowing us to pack even more enemies onto the screen for a smoother mass clearing experience. And for our PC players, we've added Dolby Atmos support. Put on your headphones and enjoy a much more immersive audio experience.
Ty kokos, Dolby Atmos, vole. Tak to je mega quality of life, kapa.
Providing a more immersive combat experience.
Tak, event a microtransaction. To je to nejdůležitější.
Lineup of events waiting for you at launch. Our new checking event, Outlaw schedule, allows you to log in and complete daily activities to earn rewards, with the grand prize being a set of 10 Battle Spirit draws. Our main active event during the season is Outlaws, in which you'll complete seasonal gameplay objectives to earn points and unlock a trove of rewards, including Pack Spirit Crystals, rare seasonal Pack Spirits, upgrade emblems, and an exclusive weapon skin. We're also adding a new permanent catch-up event for all players. As you complete the main story and clear specific time marks, okay. This includes fan favorites like Happy Chonky, Cloud Gatherer Surging Gold, and Winter Darer Sky, as well
I like.
Legendary Battle Pack Spirit
OK, pet zase na buildy. New Cosmetics, vole, New Cosmetic, let's go. Tyjo, to je dobře. Ty kokos.
Finally, this season's new pack spirits. Need an assistant for your heists? Professor Source, the hacker companion.
Takže to je ligovej to, Azure Gunslinger.
Pack spirit, Azure Gunslinger. And finally, we have Valkyrie's Night Patrol, a perfect companion for Rose's Unsullied Blade.
Počkej, jako jak to, že tam máš 3 ty?
Outlaw heist mechanic,
3
a
pety,
brand new
vole?
trait for Rosa, the tower sequence progression system, a new focus skill system, tons of exclusive support skills, balancing changes, new legendaries, tons of quality of life, including custom loot filter sounds, which I'm sure are gonna go perfectly fine, new permanent catch-up events, and so much more. The Outlaw season is right around the corner, coming July 17. We can't wait to see you all on launch day. That's all for today, and we'll catch you all on the next one.
Kodík. Právě. No tak, každopádně nějaký první pocity. Liga vypadá hodně dobře. Liga. To jako, ta bude rewarding, ta bude cool. Tam nemám nic proti tomu, to bude super. Jo, pak vlastně ten hot strike, že jo, upgrade karet, reroll afixů taky, ten nový systém na další power up. Nová hrdinka je pár dobře. Jako já si myslím, že tam dávají zajímavé quality of life věci, zajímavé nové věci a jako nevím, kdo by tady to celé dislikeoval, jo, protože evidentně jdou správným směrem. Už jenom ty změny u těch eventů, jo, jak se snaží prostě více petů dávat, jo. Tady ty jsou sice jsou epický, OK, něco přidávají, ale zase máš tady posledního Legendary Battle Spirit, který v podstatě umožňuje si brát ty specifické pety pro třeba attack buildy, jo, takže to je plus 1. A no, těším se. Jsem překvapený, čekal jsem, že tam dají tolik zajímavých věcí. Takže ty 3 pety nevím, co tam, jak tam říkal. Protože jeden je, tohle je na heist, tohle je form of firepower, checkout new offensive combat pack spirit, takže to je něco na offensive, a tady to je Valkyrie Night Patrolka je pro Rózu. No, každopádně jsem spokojený, těším se na to, budeme to hrát 18. Takže v podstatě live reakce, spokojenost a u dalšího videa asi na viděnou. Tak jako všem, dejte like, odběr a když tak, pokud se těšíte na novou ligu, tak napište komentář, co se těšíte, co budete hrát. Každopádně bude rozhodně velký meta shake-up, takže to bude zajímavý na všechny strany. Tak jo, díky všem a děkuji za sledování, dejte like, odběr a zatím ahoj.